So here start with the management. Look at the assessment management of condition eye, ear, mouth and tongue and thirst. Here you can see the well alert, normal, present, moist. So according to the condition, according to the assessment, we have to feel for the skin pinch and treat. So you use a treatment plan A, wait the patient if possible and treatment. Wait the patient and treatment should be possible. The treatment plan A is without physical sign of dehydration, that is less than 24 months, 2 to 10 years. 50 to 100 ml, 100 to 20 200 ml should be given ORS on the fluid to give each loose stools. An amount of ORS to provide at a home is the 500 ml per day. Mother should be asked to take the child to health workers if the child does not get better in the 3 days and develop any management, many water, stool, repeated vomiting, marked thirst and eating or drinking poorly and fever loss. So dehydration can be age. We have to see according to age and weight in the kg and ORS in ml and local measures in glasses. Here you can see according to less than 4 months there is less than 5 kg and 200 to 400 and 1 to 2 kg, 1 to 2 glasses. So here till 15 years and above there is a more than 30 kg and more than 2200 and 12 to 20. So this is the chart that measuring the pain and how to treat the dehydration. Maintenance of fluid therapy begins with the dehydration disappear usually within the 4 hours. ORS should be administered in volume equal to dehydration losses. So 10 to 20 ml per kg body weight with each liquid stool and administer until diarrhea stops. Offer plain water in between. When is oral dehydration therapy ineffective? High stool purge and more than 5 ml kg per weight per hour. So the treatment plan for the children with the severe dehydration is to start IV fluid immediately and RL with the 25% dextrose and 5% dextrose. NS should be started. Give 100 ml per kg and all children should be given ORS and reassess the children every 2 years. If there is no vomiting, no abdominal distension, then less than 8 months, the first give a 30 ml per kg per hour, then give a 70 ml per kg per hour is 5 hours. Then 12 months to 5 years, there is 30 ml per kg in 30 minutes and 70 ml per kg in 2 to 5 hours. What all things we have to monitor is the reassess every 15 minutes until strong radial pulse. If hydration not improved, give more rapidly. If signs of severe dehydration, repeat IV fluid infusion. If child improving and shows some sign of dehydration, discontinue IV fluids and start ORS for 4 hours. If child is normally breastfeed, encourage mother to continue. Observe the child for the 6 hours before the discharge. Next we comes to the trauma, that is the second emergency condition for the children's. Leading cause is the death in the children between 1 to 19 years of age, and each death, and there is a 32 hospitalization for 954 emergency death visits and 18 physical visits the doctor office. Trauma is an emotional response to terrible event like accident, rape or natural disaster. Immediately the event shock and denial are the typical long-term reaction includes unpredictable emotions, flashbacks, strains, relationship, even physical symptoms like headache or nausea. So types of injuries are 1 to 5 years there will be a child abuse, poisoning, burns, foreign body aspiration and falls. 6 to 12 years accident injuries, non-vehicle bicycle accidents. 13 to 19 years motor vehicle accidents, homicide or suicide and drowning. Classification of trauma. A number of pediatric trauma classification systems are used to predict morbidity and mortality and resource utilization. Classification based upon the three categories: body region, local or multiple mechanism, blunt penetrating. Other classifications based upon the physiology, anatomy or combination of both physiology and anatomy. So mechanism of trauma, here you can see the 50-50 and there is 4 divided: burns, blunts, falls and the penetrating. So everything will be, so blunts are the more uncommon. So here you can see it is very small in the physiological system, that you can see the Glasgow coma scale of the injury and the revised trauma score. Glasgow coma scale and systolic blood pressure, respiratory rate you have to see regularly. Then we have to go for the pediatrics trauma score, that will be consisting of weight, airway, systolic, BB, pulses, CNS, fracture, wounds. If there is a pediatric trauma score, it is divided into 3, that is +1 plus 2 plus 1 plus minus 1, and the weight is less than 20 kg, that is +1, and 10 to 20 kg will be +1, and less than 10 kg will be coming under -1. So airway patent, maintainable and unmaintainable. Systolic BP and the pulse radial and carotid and non-palpable in the -1, that is less than 10 kg. If CNS awake or less LOC, that is level of consciousness and unresponsiveness. Then fractures, we can see there is a none and closed or suspected or multiple closed or open. Wound should be none and the minor and the major penetrating or the burns, etc. So autonomic anatomic system, you can see the here minor, moderate, serious, severe, optical and maximum. It is not clear, sorry. So as a whole area, if you see superficial fracture sternum, open fracture sternum, example are there, ruptured liver. So he can see injury severity score, that is injury severity score is equals to sum of the three highest of the AIs, that is whole areas. And here you can see the head, neck, injury description, lacerated wound and AI score will be 2. So the here you can divide and calculate the injury severity score according to this formula. And here we can see the anatomic system injury. How we will manage the consciousness, manage the method of open airway, ABC, then head, trunk and multi-system trauma. Modified jaw thrust is preferred. Activate an 8 years and old or less than 8 years. There will 2 minutes we have to give for the ECPR, that is cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Assess for breathing, reduce breathing. Assess for circulation, begins the chest compression. Palpate carotid artery in children of the 1 year or older and palpate brachial artery in the infant younger than 1 year. Observe for the hemorrhage and control bleeding. Systemic head, to the two assessment we have to do, that is neck and the cervical spines. Palpate for the point tenderness and observe for the distended neck vein. Tracheal shift to immobilization neck with the cervical collar. And scalp in the skull, for palpate for the identification deformity observed. CNS in the ears and battle signs. Face, observe for the deformity. CSF you have to in the nose. And eyes, for we have to see pupillary response inequality. Mouth, observed for the obstruction, breath order and the loose teeth. Chest, for the palpate and possible fracture deformity. Abdomen for the quadrants. Lumbar spine for the deformity, tenderness. Pelvis, hip, trigger. So these are systemic head to toe assessment we have to do with this groin and bleeding. Palpate extremities for the deformity, crepitus, bleeding, sensory, motor and circulatory function. Reassess the airway patency, circular and the level of consciousness, bleeding control and vital signs. Management, apply pressure and direct to the wound site. Elevate wound site and assess for the further injury. Don't remove objects and protruding from the child's body. Check the evidence of the decreased motor and sensory function. Elevate pain and attempt to the elevate with the non-pharmacal. Manage injuries and maintain body hits and observe the information regarding. So here we are finishing with the traumas. Thank you for listening.